Yo, not again though. It's Boy Nash.
Boy Nash, please don't hurt.
You featured on Link Up TV, Graham Daly and interviewed Wretch32. First off, can you tell us more about the background of yourself, Boy Nash the artist? How and where did it all begin?
Okay, so I started making music when I was roughly about 18. I was writing when I was 14 actually, to be honest. Made my first record when I was 18 and kind of took it serious when I was about like 24. So that was probably about 2-3 years ago. And I've just kind of felt like, you know what, like Boy Nash is, I've built a brand now. Like I've been, you know, there's this difference between writing music and actually having a brand and saying this is what represents you. So I feel like 3 years ago is when I started taking it serious, kind of like pushing a brand. But my whole purpose of music is to inspire, motivate and achieve. That's all I'm about. I'm all about adding value to people, but through my story. So I'd say that's where the journey's kind of started for me. And I've met a lot of people through that journey. And also I've found myself more. You know what I mean? So my music is very authentic. I don't think you would find someone that sounds like Boy Nash.
Exactly.
You know, you have a lot of people who sound like this and they follow the trend, but Boy Nash is a different. When you hear me,
got your own sound.
Yeah, you hear who Boy Nash is. So I'd say probably last 3 years is when it's probably started taking it more serious. I'll say that's what describes Boy Nash the best probably.
Back to back like I'm spitting 2 verses on this record. Back to back. Back to Bala, we popping shots, wrote this on tequila. Back to Bala, we sharing a spliff while playing FIFA. Back to Bala, I'm spitting 2 verses on this record. Back to Bala, we texting you, flipping, get a message. Not a street room, but my second cousin got a weapon. Did this time in prison, came home and he's still rapping. I don't really talk on these topics, you force me, it's foreseen. Obviously I'm Drake and you're me.
You can hear the poet in you speak through your music. How would you best describe your artistic style?
My artistic style is a fusion of rap, poetry, rough singing, and a bit of African pidgin because I'm Ghanaian.
Oh, for real?
And I lived part of my life in Ghana. Like I did a bit of uni there and stuff. So I had that, I infiltrate that into my music. That's what makes me unique. So it's just poetry, rap, rough singing, and it's all kind of combined in one. So you could have a song with Boy Nash where it's just poetry throughout, or you could have a song where it's just rap, but you can hear the poetic element in it. Like I like intricate rhyme schemes. I like complex patterns. I don't like my bars to be simple. Like I wouldn't say, "Oh, a rose is red." I would like to say it in a different way, like a rose is dripping with blood. Like I was saying, I'm more poetic. That's how I like to express things, and I like the listener to kind of take things in their own way. So rather than me saying it straight, they can take it in a different way. So it's more metaphorical.
Boy Nash. Gift for the future, I'm presently rapping. Talk is cheap when your actions ain't charging. Trey got shot, your character in the casting. Such a small city, but we seen loads of cars.
Biggest influences?
Well, my favourite rapper is Nas, isn't it? So I listen to a lot of Nas, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. But moreover, I'm influenced by life, life in general. Like I'm a big conspiracy guy. Like you know what I mean. So I always look at things deeper than what they actually are. I'm like, no, why is that person doing that? No, there's a reason behind that. So for me, I'll just say roughly that in a nutshell, to be honest.
So how much creative freedom does both poetry and music give you to express your raw thoughts and voice?
How much as what?
How much creative freedom does both poetry and music give you to express your thoughts and voice?
I'll say poetry more because you know, like when you're rapping and you're rapping over a beat, you have like a 4-bar count, so it's like 1, 2, 3. But with poetry, you're more free. There's no limit to what you can do. So honestly, poetry allows me to express myself like crazy. I don't have to follow no patterns. But with rap, it's kind of limiting a bit. But regardless of how it is, I just play it out, and it allows me to kind of hit different points and just express things in my own way, like how I see things. So it's not, I don't express it from how someone else sees it or how my audience is, how I feel. And if the audience gravitates to that, then yeah, so be it.
But, forgive me for my sins and the signs of the end time significant in my time. The wise understand and the foolish are blind. Businessman, shirt and tie, I'm a slave in a white man's firm. All this pain for the pay, slowly paving the way on the road to my payday. I got a damaged heart, only God can heal the pain. And my birthdays are my worst days. Bare depressed, I'm getting closer to a stone grave. Growing in wisdom, the prophecy was written. I was destined to be king with a throne made of diamonds. Give advice to advisors who advise you on life. Back in the days, I got chased by nefs. Color on my skin cause another man to sin. I'm preparing for the war like Rocky in
Like
the
your mixtape, your forthcoming mixtape.
Yeah.
And the first release from the mixtape, Mary Prince. And tell us a little bit more about the project as a whole. What does it represent and what can people expect from it? First off, what's the title of the mixtape?
Well, so I have a series. So there's a part of me which is called Young MLK.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Young Martin Luther King, because I like that guy. I don't know. I think he's a sick guy.
Yeah.
So I have Young MLK Part 1, and I have Young MLK Part 2, and this is Young MLK Part 3. But with these Young MLK, like what I was telling you, I kind of, it's more lyrical.
Mm-hmm.
It's more what I want to do. It's not industry, it's not commercial, it's just raw lyrics and raw bars. So that's where Young MLK stems from. With regards to Mary Prince, do you want to talk a bit more about the song or tell you how it came from? So Mary Prince, Mixtape so I hit up Mixtape Madness. I wanted to get them to repost my stuff. And then the guy hit me back saying, okay, yeah, this is the fee, whatever, I'll get your stuff on there. So I was like, okay, cool. And then he's messaging me saying, oh, you're Boy Nash, I've heard of you, I've seen you, got the conscious lyrics. It's Black History Month in October. So I want you to kind of put a song together about a woman called Mary Prince. So I didn't know who Mary Prince was at this time. But Mary Prince is a West Indian slave who was in Antigua, and she was sold 3 times.
Okay.
And when she was sold to one of her masters, they flew her over to England. So when she flew over to England, obviously it was illegal by that time, so she could be free. And she became an activist. And she was the first black woman to write an autobiography of her experiences in slavery. And she was also the first black woman to present an anti-slavery petition in Parliament. So basically I read the story of this woman and I wrote the song. So the song is called Mary Prince. It's like I'm writing as her. So it's not really my thoughts or my processes, but I've put myself in her shoes. So with the first verse, I'm talking about the story of where she came from. With the second verse, I'm talking as like a ghost of her. So she's looking at our generation and she's seeing what we are doing wrong as a community, and she's kind of dissecting it. So that's where I wrote that song from. And then everything kind of fell into place. So that's like the first single of the project, because Mixtape Madness have a big following, and they wanted to release it. So they released it for me, and I thought, you know what, that should be the first single.
So what's the reaction been like?
Do you know what? People have liked it. People who have liked it, and they've gone, yeah, Nash, this is sick. Like they've actually but people who have been a bit, I've had someone come back to me and say, you know what, I don't think people can digest this.
Too raw.
You know, it's too raw and it's too real. And they're like, you've said a lot of things in here. It's hard for us to take it in, like, you know what I mean? But it's been varied. It's done well. It's done 4,000 plays on the Link Up TV app under a week.
For real.
It's done 1,500 plus on the Mixtape Madness SoundCloud. And that's been like 3-4 days. And it's done about 800 or 900 on the Mixtape Madness YouTube. So the response has been good. It's been played on Mystic Radio. It's been played on Deja Vu FM. It's been played on Pulse FM. And personally, when I sent it to them, I didn't think it could be played. Because I thought it's a tough subject, but it's been played and people are loving it. So I'm just sending it around. But the feedback's been great. It's probably been this year's release, probably one of my best, to be honest.
That's good to hear. So what's next for Boy Nash, and what's the ultimate destination you're seeking to reach with the path you're on as an artist?
So obviously I've got the Young MLK Part 3 coming out in February. I have the EP, the special EP, which I'm working on. I've been working on that since 2015 November. And like it's not commercial, but it's easy listening, and I'm tackling my music from a different way, like, you know. So that's what I'm working with. My ultimate goal is obviously to take it as far as I can. You know what I mean? Take it as far as I can in terms of pushing my music, because I feel it's a God-given talent. You know what I mean? And I feel like if God gives you something, you have to use it. You know what I mean? So for me, I'm just pushing it as far as I can, and I'm just waiting for the stars to align as well. Like, definitely, but definitely big things from me coming. 100%, 100% sure about that.
God over everything, Charlie. God over everything. Yeah. Born a slave with shackles on my wrist cause of my skin. Mothers letting go of their newborns, can you picture that shit? For breakfast it's chitlins, for supper it's whips and dick. I saw my brethren get lynched and there's breeding farms, no fibs. In a soap pump for hours, and what's hours ain't even hours. Governed by soldiers who rain let showers and hours.
Yeah, so if you want to follow or check me out, Boy Nash, Google, Twitter, SoundCloud, that's BoyNash on Facebook as well.
Your mother tongue from use, abuse your identity with words. Like Negro, come here, you damn finish your work. Me, I've seen it all, I was sold at 10 years old. I was 38 pounds, I watch them bar over my soul. I had an auction down the road with no clothes like a stripper. They call me Mary Prince on this slave ship we're sailing. Never sleeping or dreaming, 17 hours I'm working, no education or learning. The Caucasian stole my purpose. I told my kings, grab your crown now. Surrounded by angels with halos. We don't divide, we then multiply. I start from the slave ships and made it. Sweet Jesus, we made it. Sweet Jesus,